The Weaver of Monsoon Lane. The first drops of the monsoon always sounded like a secret being told to the earth. In a narrow lane of the old city bazaar lived Lata, a sari weaver whose loom filled the alley with a music of its own, clack, pull, whisper. Her saris were simple but strong, brides wore them in small homes, mothers passed them to daughters, and market women trusted them not to tear when burdens grew heavy. Business had been slower each season. Synthetic cloth arrived in bright, impossible colors, promising wash and wear and no iron convenience. Lata's thread, spun with patience, began to look like yesterday's story. One stormy afternoon, as the clouds gathered, a young designer named Raina ducked into Lata's doorway to escape the rain. She watched as Lata tied a broken warp thread with a knot so tiny it vanished once woven. "What happens to saris with knots?" Raina asked. "They last," Lata said. "Knots don't ruin the cloth, they hold it together." Raina picked up a sari dyed in indigo with a border of mango leaves. The pattern was uneven, more human than machine. She imagined it on a runway, where perfection was expected and then quickly forgotten. "Can you weave stories?" Raina asked, half mocking her own question. Lata smiled. "Every hand remembers." They struck a small deal. Raina would bring sketches, motifs inspired by rooftops after rain, by the geometry of window grills, by puddles reflecting light. Lata would translate them into thread. The first collection debuted in a pop-up show in a cafe, not a grand hall. 10 saris on wooden hangers. 10 stories. People ran their fingers across the cloth, finding tiny knots like constellations. Raina told them about Lata's lane, the loom that sang, the dye that bled a little the first wash because it was alive. A blogger wrote, "Imperfect is the new honest." Orders trickled in, then poured. The monsoon ended, but Lata's lane stayed damp with work. She hired 2 apprentices, boys who once carried crates in the market. She taught them not to hurry the shuttle. "A sari is a season," she said. "If you cut time, you cut strength." Months later, a manufacturer offered to replicate the collection with machines, bigger margins, faster turnaround. Raina was tempted, a brand needs scale. Lata listened quietly as thunder muttered in the distance of their conversation. "If you must," Lata said finally, "let the machines make their echo. But keep one room where the heart still speaks in knots." Raina refused the offer. Instead, she raised prices modestly, explained why, and shipped each sari with a small card naming the weaver and the motif. Customers wrote back, telling where they wore the sari, weddings, job interviews, funerals, festivals, and what stains it had gathered: turmeric, tears, rain. One evening, as the season turned, Lata's loom stilled. She tied off the last thread and listened to the lane, a kettle whistling, a scooter coughing, a girl practicing scales on a harmonium. She thought of how close she'd come to giving up, to letting the monsoon wash her away. Raina arrived with ginger tea. "Your saris are in a museum show next month," she said. "Knots that hold." "I didn't choose the title, the curator did." Lata laughed softly. "Curators know cloth," she teased. "They know stories," Raina said. "And yours holds." The apprentices rolled the finished sari. On its border, the mango leaves drifted like boats. If you looked carefully, you could find a single knot where a thread had once broken and been mended so carefully that it had become part of the design, its smallest truth. Moral: what appears as a flaw, when faced with patience and integrity, becomes the very strength that holds a life together.